So you knew that I wasn't recording.
I did it.
Okay. So I haven't heard of it. This is like take 17 because I wasn't recording. But I got a young cat here. He's definitely under the age of 21 and he might be under the age of 16. So I'm going to let him introduce himself to you and then we're going to take it from there. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Tell the people your name.
Hey y'all, my name is JustTheDj. I am a 15-year-old DJ out of New Jersey. I fell in love with house music throughout the quarantine, and my passion just flew, and everything's happened overnight. It's crazy. So yeah, it's a little bit on my story. But Jahad, Muhammad, DJ Beloved, they all kind of took me under their wing. Mark Francis, and they just kind of guided me the right direction. Definitely. So without them, I definitely would not be here. Definitely. So,
wow. I think this might be the easiest popping up on a player I've ever done because he answered all the questions before I got a chance to ask them. So I'm going to ask you some real softball questions. How old were you when you started DJing?
When I started DJing, I was 13 years old, and that's when COVID started. It was at 2020, so yeah. Listening to Facebook Lives and different DJs with my mom, and I fell in love with house that way, definitely.
So, who's the house head in your family?
My grandma, my dad's mom, yeah.
Your daddy was raised right. Hey, what do you call her?
I call her grandma.
You raised your son right, and he then raised your grandchild right. So grandma's a house head. That's what's up.
Yep.
So what does house mean to you?
House music is like a spiritual thing. It's definitely emotional. So my whole goal when I play is to connect to the crowd and make them emotional, make them cry, make them think about their past and move on from it. It's crazy. It really is. It's life changing. Definitely. It's crazy.
So, besides the people that you mentioned, who are some of your other faves?
The favorites? Joe Clausel, because of the isolator knobs. David Morales, who kind of took me under his wing recently on his Twitch show. And my other faves, I think that's just about it. Yeah. Oh, Timmy Regisford. Yes, Timmy Regisford of Shelter. Crazy beast DJ, monster.
So let me ask you this: what are your 5 top 10 songs?
Okay.
Those are for people.
My top 5 songs are "Burning Hot," that's by Timmy Regisford. Then just about any Shelter track, which is all Timmy. Then I have David's "Second Chance," that's on his new album. I have "The Aiken" right now, which is by Cairo. Technique did Amasiko, which is an Afro mix, and Mark Francis have remixed that. So those are like my top 5 right now. I definitely love all of them, definitely.
So what do you know about Detroit DJs?
Detroit, I know that they're real big on techno. I know techno is like, this is the home of techno. So when I came here, I made sure I played Jaguar. Got the crowd going, and yeah, techno is where it's at here. What I hear.
Do you know of any Detroit? Well, let me ask you this, because Detroit is more known for techno, with regard to Chicago, which is really thought of as the birthplace of the house, and it is. What Chicago DJs move and motivate you?
Chicago, definitely Chosen Few. I think Chosen Few is like some of the best DJs in the world. Alan King, Wayne Williams, Terry Hunter, Mike Dunn. Mike Dunn was recently in Lincoln Park in Jersey. I didn't get a chance to catch him, but I would have been there. But yeah, those are all my Chicago favorites, definitely.
So do you think you'll ever make it to a Chosen Few?
Fingers crossed.
Now, you can make it to a Chosen Few. I don't know if you can play yet, but you never know. You just never know. So are you heavily influenced by any of Louis Vega's works or anything like that?
Yeah, Louis Vega. His new album is crazy. Joy Universal, that's like my favorite song on the album. I like the isolating that, like Joe Clausel does, which is another one of my favorites. So yeah, his new album is crazy.
Have you ever met Joe Clausel?
Nah, I'm going to though. He's going to be in Weequahic Park for the House Music Festival. I think that's in September, sometime in September.
So let me ask most famous DJ you met?
Met. Ooh, I want to say Timmy Registered. I want to say.
Did he know about you?
He does now. After I met him.
That's what I like. He does. Now, when is your birthday?
February 14th.
Oh, and he's an Aquarius. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so let me tell y'all a little something about Aquariuses. Hands down, Aquariuses are probably some of the most intelligent of the zodiac. And they are very musically inclined. So I think you're going to go far. And you were born on Valentine's Day?
Yep.
So do you think you ever want to make music?
I started getting into that recently. I started, I want to say June.
Okay.
Middle of June. I do like edits right now, and then I'm trying to move into originals coming next year. So, you know, it's moving. The train is going.
I think this guy is going to be somebody that you might need to watch. Like I'm impressed that you named like all 7 of them. Okay, because I'm petty. Who's your favorite chosen few DJ?
Whoa, don't put me on the spot like that.
I'm sorry, I know you're young, but I put all DJs on the spot.
I'll say Alan King simply because I know him personally, so it's more of a personal connection. I don't really know the other ones, so I'm gonna say Alan King. So I don't hurt anybody, burst any bubbles, nothing like that.
You know what? They've been in the game for a long time. I think their skin is rather
Definitely.
tough.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think their skin is rather tough, but he's my favorite too. Although Wayne was here yesterday and, oh my God.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Murdered it. Totally murdered it. So, if you had to say anything to the veteran DJs, the older DJs, what would you say to them?
This is gonna come out a little ego-ish, I guess, but I think.
Wait. You're allowed to have an ego. You know why?
No.
Because you're young. But some of y'all older DJs with your pettiness and your egos when there shouldn't be one, we gonna allow this baby this time. Go ahead, be egotistic. While I adjust my hat.
I think that it's time for some of the older DJs to start, bringing the youth in and kind of step away, and that way the youth can start to take over. Because without the youth, this thing will die. So I say stop trying to like hog the position, the top position. Charge more for your events, so younger people coming up could still make a decent amount of money for their events. And yeah, that's about it. I want to say.
Dad, you got a winner. That's yours too? You got 2 more? No. 2, yeah, you got 2 winners. Great young man.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I hate that I missed your set.
It's all good.
But where can the people catch you?
I'm live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. EST. That's on twitch.tv/JustTheDj, JustThe DJ. And I'm on Facebook under Just the Miles and Instagram, which is JustTheDj.
Did you tell them you were from New Jersey?
Yep, from New Jersey. Middle.
Trenton.
Rahway.
I don't know what that is.
Linden, Roselle. No. North, yeah.
So you're by New York.
Yep.
So did you guys know Frankie Vibe?
Yes.
Frankie Vibe?
Yeah.
I think you're going places, young man.
Thank you.
I do. I really do. And keep that sunny disposition and always remember, know your worth. As long as you're a DJ, never play for less than your worth. Never play for less than your worth. Always deal in contracts. Always get half your show up front. That way you don't walk away with nothing, because things happen.
Yeah, definitely.
They happen. Get your money up front. Get that ink sign on that contract, and never play for less than your worth. You don't negotiate with terrorists. And sometimes these party owners and promoters can be little terrorists. I know. Sometimes I'm one of them. But never, ever, ever, ever decrease your own personal brand and your own value. And the same heart that you have now, as the years go on, try not to harden it, but learn from it. And learn to be better than these vets. Learn to share. Don't be an Iverson. Don't ball hard. Okay? Don't do that. And teach your brother how to DJ.
Okay.
Can you imagine the two of y'all DJing? You all could be like the Martinez brothers. Yep.
I know exactly where you were going with that.
Yeah, but he looks like he might be more of a hip hop fan.
How'd you know? How could you tell?
I can tell by that whole style, that whole everything. Yeah, that's Eric B and Rakim all day. So, let me ask you this. Old school versus new school hip hop. What do you like better?
That's tough. Lyrically, I would say old school. But, since I'm young, I'm going to say new school because when I go to parties, I'm going to hear new school hip hop. So, I think it's just what has been fed to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know who I am, and now you know who he is.
Yep.
This young man is going places, people. You heard it here first. Father ain't no joke neither. The man got cannons. You can fuck over his son if you want to. World star. Alright, this is PJ and JustTheDj.
Yep.
And we're popping up on the player. We will catch you in traffic.